I don't know what is happening to me lately, but I am becoming very entertained by the smallest of things, like genuinely entertained. I'm checking on these sprouts like they're pets. The bread recipe, oh, we are deep into that situation. And somehow this has become my idea of a really good day. And honestly, I kind of love that this is where my life is right now.
Hi, Yankee. Hi. What are you doing? Come on, let's go, buddy. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Morning. Ow! That was right in my little booty there. What are you doing? Morning.
I went over to my friend Emily's house to hang out with her and her sister Laura, and we ended up sitting around the living room doing crafts, which this is my very favorite way to hang out. We were talking and laughing while working on our own little things. This is probably my favorite way to spend time with people. A smaller group, something creative to do with my hands, hot drinks nearby, and of course, hanging out with her dog Hank, who is just the sweetest, goofiest boy. I mean, look at him. How could you not love that face?
Look at this, guys. This is Laura, by the way. Laura made the pottery here, which is 2 mugs, and this beautiful little... Did you use soap dispensers or lotion?
You can do either one.
You can do soap, right? Aren't these pretty? And you know I love coffee.
I know she loves coffee too.
I'll link down in the description where you can find out more about her pottery and all of her artistic work if you're interested.
Oh, she's so good. Oh, he's so good. He's so cute. Oh, Hank, you're such a big log. You're just a big log. Oh, boy. Do you like to pose? Okay, okay. Yeah, like Chewbacca.
I had such an amazing time with Laura and Emily, and I just so appreciate Laura's little pottery here. Isn't this cute? Made some coffee in it. I love her work. She's so artistic. Absolutely beautiful. Today's just a nice, relaxing day. It's Sunday. It's kind of like my day off from doing things, even though here I am vlogging. But it's okay. I don't really consider that too much work to do this, but I'm just sitting here watching a movie. Georgie's curled up under the blanket over here. Georgie, where are you at? You gonna say hi to everybody? Oh, wait. She's not over there. Georgie, where are you? Oh, there she is. She's over there.
Hi, Georgie.
What are you doing, girl? Come here. Come on, get up here. Come on, come here. She's been such a little snuggle bug lately. She's my girl. I just love her. Mommy just loves her girl. She's a good girl. It's just a very, very chill day, and I'm just enjoying it. Like I said, I was just sitting here watching a movie and drinking coffee and made some good lunch. My lunches and my dinners have been a little funny lately. I'm having like just a mishmash of everything. Just trying to clean out my kitchen refrigerator to use up the things that I have in there. So it doesn't really like mix and match very well, but it sure does taste good. All right, back to my movie and my coffee.
I don't know really when this happened, but apparently I'm now the kind of person who gets excited about sprouts growing on the counter. Recently, I started growing sprouts at home, and honestly, this could go very badly because I definitely do not have a green thumb. It'll actually be a miracle if these things survive, but I've been wanting to learn how to grow more of my own food lately, even if I'm in an apartment in the city and my garden is basically a jar on the kitchen counter. So I'm starting with sprouts first because that feels a little bit more manageable to me. Famous last words, right? You soak them overnight, you rinse them twice a day, drain them really well, and then somehow a few days later, you're supposed to have actual food. Actually, I think it's about 5 days later, which sounds pretty easy, but again, it's me, so we'll see. Still, there's something really fun about checking on them every single day. I rinse them in the morning, drain them, set them back on the counter, and then later, I catch myself looking at the jar like, did anything happen? Did we grow? Are we thriving? Have I killed you yet? I don't know why, but I love it. It feels like such a small thing, but it's weirdly satisfying to take care of something that will eventually, hopefully, take care of me back. Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm growing what's called a salad mix of a blend of alfalfa, broccoli, radish, and clover. And I'm not lying when I say I don't have a green thumb. I've killed the non-killable plants like ivies and succulents. It's a complete disaster.
What do you got? What do you got? You're not supposed to have that. You're not supposed to have that. No, that's mine. You can't have the paper towel.
Well, good morning there, everyone. It's a new day, and I've got a lot of cooking and stuff that I need to do today. I haven't made bread in a while, so I'm gonna make some bread. I have my Coruscant berries that I need to refill here. And by the way, for those of you who have said, Amber, you're not doing first in, first out like you said, this is from the same batch, so it doesn't matter to me that I still have a little bit, and I'm gonna pour this in here. These Coruscant berries have quickly become my favorite wheat berries because they have such a rich, like nutty flavor to them. I even use it for my cream of wheat, although I've been doing a lot of spelt lately for my cream of wheat. The difference between these and like your hard reds and your hard whites is that this is considered a lower protein structure and less gluten structure. So you can't use this solely for fresh milled flour bread. You can use it in quick breads as the only wheat berry if you wanted to. So I use about a third of the wheat berries in my bread is the Coruscant berries. It's a mixture of hard white, hard red, and Coruscant.
For so many years while I was traveling, life was beautiful and exciting in a completely different way. I loved so much of it, but there was also things that I just couldn't really do in the van, like bake fresh bread from scratch, especially the fresh milled flour bread. Technically, I could have tried, probably, but also where? I had the Omnia stovetop oven, so maybe that would have worked, but definitely not milling my own grains because that takes up a lot of space to store the grains properly and have the grain mill. It was just not that kind of a life. Everything had to be practical, everything had to fit, everything had to be put away almost immediately. I was conserving on space, but I will say that I'm very grateful for that season of my life. But I also think that that's why this feels so good to me now. I can spread out in the kitchen, I can make a mess, and I can really take my time. And this bread has kind of become my little kitchen project. I know that probably sounds dramatic because it's literally bread, but I'm very, very invested. I love the whole process of it. The fresh milled flour, milling my own grains, knowing that it nourishes me, putting my hands in the dough, the smell when it's baking, and knowing exactly what's going into it. And honestly, I kind of geek out over the recipe way more than people probably know. This particular recipe took me about 5 different tries before I landed on the version I liked best. They were all good, but I could taste these tiny differences each time, and I really wanted to experiment with it. Like active yeast versus instant yeast. And spoiler alert, active yeast tastes so much better to me.
The dough is now rising in the oven. I do have a proof setting on my oven, which I just love because it proofs very nicely in there. And I also turn the oven light on too. It gives it a little bit more warmth in there. I actually need to butter these. I actually use real butter to put inside these cast iron pans. I know a lot of people had questions about these pans and if it's easy to actually use. It is. Just butter them really well to grease them down, and it produces a beautiful loaf of bread. You know, the heat is very even in there and consistent, so definitely try that. I love them. It's the only thing I've ever used actually to bake bread. Doing olive oil or sprays doesn't work in my opinion. The butter really does help, and it slides out so easily. I've never had any issues with it not coming out properly.
Then I started playing around with the sponge method, letting it ferment a little bit longer, also adjusting the honey to activate the yeast and trying to figure out how much it actually needed. Very serious bread research happening over here. One time I used way too much honey to activate the yeast and didn't realize it until the dough was rising in the oven. I came back maybe 20 minutes later and it was literally overflowing the container. I was shocked. It was huge, it was wet, it was full of air bubbles, and it was almost impossible to manage. I was standing there laughing because I thought, okay, Amber, you have really ruined this one. You're not going to be able to salvage it. But somehow, you would not believe this, I was able to get that dough in the 4 loaf pans, although I had a little bit extra, so I used this square pan to put the extra dough in because it was so out of control. But it still tasted really good. And that one, it really baffles me to this day. So now every time I make it, I print off the recipe and I write notes all over it. I'm just scribbling notes. What's the temperature of the room? How long I needed it in the mixer? How long did it take for the first rise? How long did it take for the second rise? The weight of the dough after it's risen. What did the texture feel like? Was there anything weird about it? It's basically a little science project. And yes, I know that that is the accountant and analyst in me, but I can't help it. I truly love the numbers. I love the little adjustments. I love seeing what changes, and it's kind of my jam. And I think that's part of what feels so nice about making bread again. It's not just the bread, it's having the space and the time to care about something so ordinary. And I get to fine tune it until it's just what I like, and I can take my time to do that.
This one turned out a little darker than usual, but look at this.
I just cut a slice to kind of make sure it looks good, and it does. This bread is so amazing. Once I give it its little bath, I have to put it back down over here on this little thing and just turn it upside down. I need to smooth them around a little bit so that they're around the jar and not just sitting in one place, so they kind of stick to the side. There we go. Now it's good for another day, and then tomorrow morning I'll do the same. Do you notice how great everything is? And then I have tater tots on there. Trying to get rid of these tater tots. Factor them into my macros and all of my calories, and it works. I love these little Japanese bowls because I can kind of separate out all of my food and I measure it out, and I can just use the bowls to measure it. But I don't know, I just love the way that it looks, and it's so cute and functional. So chicken, cucumber, hummus, blueberries, tater tots, artichokes, and Kalamata olives. And a little bit of mustard and ketchup, because you have to have mustard on your tater tots. Good morning, friends. Well, today is a new day, and I just have to show you my sprouts. Holy cow. These little babies grew so much overnight. Look at this. I mean, the jar is almost half full. Third day now. Well, it is a beautiful day outside, and well, since yesterday I spent the day inside cooking and getting all of the things together that nourish me, I thought today I need to go do some errands, and we're gonna get out for a nice walk in the park. And it's supposed to be 89 degrees in a couple of days here, which is kind of insane. So, okay, got all my stuff together, I think. Water bottle. Georgie, you ready to go? Oh yeah. We got to do some good things for not only our body today, but our mind, and just make us feel better, you know? The first order of business is to get a car wash, which Georgie, you can tell, already does not like. She is so scared of the car wash. I'm sorry, baby. It's not gonna get you. I'll put the covers over you. Here, let's put these over you so you're not scared. I'm sorry. Come on. See, I can't get you with the covers over you. See, I can't get you. Can't get you. You're good. Feeling better, baby? Yeah, we're all done. Everything's nice and clean. And you're safe. There we go. You're good boy, baby. You're good. Uh-oh. Got some mail returned. I wonder why mail was returned. Well, my next stop is to drop off things at Retails, T-A-I-L-S. It's supporting the Humane Society here. And I have some clothes, and then also these steps. I don't know if you can see them back here. Yeah, I bought them on Amazon. They're the stairs that go up to my bed so Georgie can get up there, but I bought some ones that were too small and had to get another one. And it's really hard to return it because they, you know, compress them so much with air into like a plastic bag and then a box, and there's just no way I can get it in there. So I just like, whatever, I'll donate it to Retail. So you can look outside now. bought the wrong size stairs for my dog to get up to my bed, and you can't really return them on Amazon very well, so brand new. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. You ready for some chicken?
Okay. Found this beautiful spot. We went and got me a salad, a little chicken salad. It is so pretty outside. It's a little shady right here, a little cooler than I would typically like, but I didn't bring a blanket and I could have sat out in the grass. I just forgot. I got Georgie her own grilled chicken too. Georgie, you want some chicken? Just a beautiful day out. There's actually a kayak rental over here too. I'm not doing that today.
You want more chicken? You want more chicken? Need some chicken for Georgie. Oh, gotta bite it off.
Oh, that's a big bite. Oh God, sorry. Her eyes are so big. Look at those eyes. Well, we just decided to go for it. He climbed in my lap. We're sitting on the grass, no blanket. But it just feels so good out here. I was like, I just got to sit down, and I brought a book with me. It's just beautiful and sunny and warm.
What do you think, Georgie? Yeah? Is it all nice and warm? Yes. We're gonna do some sunbathing out here.
The weather finally started warming up here in the Pacific Northwest, and after such a long gray winter, you can feel everyone come back outside again. The sun felt so good on my skin that I honestly did not care that I didn't bring the blanket.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good to lay right here. Oh, the sun on my face, and it's so warm. You can actually smell the grass too. Oh.
What? You want me to pet you? You're so demanding.
I was just laying there looking up at the trees, listening to the people talking nearby. Dogs were walking past, the river was moving, and the birds making all their little spring noises. And Georgie, she was stretched out beside me too, fully committed to her sunbathing as well. There was something about that moment that felt so good after being inside so much through the winter. The warm sun, the chicken salad that I packed, Georgie next to me in the grass, people out walking again, and everything feeling a little bit more awake. And I think that's what I love about this time of year. Everything starts to feel a little bit easier. I open the windows more for fresh air. People linger outside a little bit longer. And you don't have to gear up in a raincoat and winter clothes and have this full-on internal debate with yourself to just go for a walk. You just want to be out again in weather like this. Well, that was actually a lovely day at the park today, and while doing all of the errands that we did, and I actually got my mail from the post office, and I wanted to go through it really quick and show you guys a couple of things that I got. So look at this little card. Isn't that cute? Treat yourself, it says. This is from Stacy, and I just thought it was so cute. She made it, and she has a very wonderful little letter inside for me. So thank you very much, Stacy, for this. So absolutely adorable. You're very talented. Another one is from Carrie, K-E-R-Y. Look at this. I love this. The flowers are so beautiful. A nice little note inside here as well. Thank you, Carrie. I don't want to read all of your notes on here because, you know, they're meant to be personal to me. Happy April. Bird duck, April Fools, like all the things that happen in April. So very cute flowers. Taurus is in there, although I am a Taurus, but I'm a May baby, so that will be coming up soon. So thank you very much, Sharon, for this, all the way from New Jersey. Thank you, Sharon. Another one is from Colleen, little
coffee and book. Yes, my fave. Thank you for that little sticker. Cute little note card. I love all of these little notes from you guys. Thank you so much. It's so special. This is from Janine. Oh, look. Chihuahua by Shayla in Carson City. Oh, Janine. Yes, Carson City. I remember. You told me that I might not like you, kind of, because you're in Carson City where I broke down, but I won't hold that against you. That is so absolutely adorable. It almost looks like a mix between Lily and Georgie, but look at those big eyes. That's definitely more Georgie, and those ears too. Thank you so much for this. I love it. All of these goodies. Now, this one is from, well, the company's called Clarity Fiber Arts. She's a subscriber, and she makes this yarn herself, you guys. Is this not so beautiful? It's yarn it's fingering yarn, sock yarn, so I can make some more socks when I start knitting again, which hopefully will be soon because my arm is actually starting to heal now. But I love this. It's so pretty. The colors are so vibrant, and the blues. I'm very partial to pink and blues. So, and then this one has the blues and the yellows. I don't have a lot of yellow, so I'm very excited to get this and play around with it. So thank you very much for this. I really appreciate it. I just love getting all of these little notes from you guys and little goodies. It's so appreciative. So thank you very much. Here's what they look like on the third day at 9 p.m. We'll see what they look like in the morning. Oh my gosh. Look at how much it grew overnight. It was like down here last night. I'm just so amazed at this thing. I love it. That's so amazing. This is the fourth day, and she's gonna get some indirect sunlight today and tomorrow. Hopefully she'll green up a little bit more. Good morning. I have to check on my little babies over here. It's one of the first things that I do in the morning. I check on my sprouts to see how they're doing. Check this out. Look at how full she is. Holy cow. I'm so impressed. Isn't she gorgeous? Look how full she is. So today is day 5. You're supposed to harvest these around the end of day 5. So I think that I will give her one more day in the sun. So it's light sun, indirect sunlight. I'm gonna give her a quick rinse, put her back over there on the table by the sliding door, and then tonight we will harvest. Now, I also started another one last night. Same ones, just soaked them overnight. So I haven't figured out my schedule yet because I have no idea how long it's going to take me to eat these. But if I make like some nice big salads, I may have to harvest more than this. But we'll see. So I figure at least this will give me a couple of days, 3 or 4 days of eating. And then by the time I'm done, these will be ready to go. All right, so I need to rinse this once, put it back in the sunlight, and then this one, since they've been soaking in the water overnight, I will rinse all of these out and then dump the water and then start it also in kind of a darker area and let it start to germinate and do its thing. By the way, something that I did differently on this one is I put a little sticker on the bottom that shows, it's just a little post-it note. It shows kind of my schedule and the dates for the days because I was starting to forget, like, am I on day 2, day 3? Because on day 4, you have to put it in the indirect sunlight. On day 5, you harvest. So anyways, I just put that on the bottom of this as a little reminder. I know people are going to ask me, where did you get these, little things at? I got them on Amazon. So just so you guys know, I do a blog post, and I don't think I've really said it too often, but I do a blog post that coincides with the video. It kind of gives you like behind the scenes, maybe things that I didn't say in the video, things that I want to clarify. And it also gives you links to any of the products that I use in my video that I think you guys are going to want to be interested in. So always refer to the blog post for the video, and that way you can get the links to it. The blog post is always in the description of my video. It's usually kind of at the top. Anyways, just thought I'd let you guys know that. Okay, it's time to harvest our little sprouts. I'm so excited. Look at that. They're all the way to the top. They are completely filled the entire jar. I mean, that is amazing. So now we just want to get all these little seeds, remaining seeds out of there. So generally they're going to float to the top ideally. Get out most of the seeds. So we're just going to spin it to get rid of some of the water. Dry them out as much as possible. Oh, those are pretty dry now. They smell so good. They're very fresh smelling. Nice and crunchy. I don't know if you can hear the crunch. Oh, they just taste so fresh, guys. I cannot wait to put this on everything. Now I need to put this in a container. Paper towels at the bottom, and then put this on top and put it in the fridge. It's got to stay cool and very dry or they can go bad. I don't think that I want to close the lid. I want to give it like a little bit of air to breathe, I think. Yeah.
And here we are, 5 days later, and somehow I actually grew something that didn't die. I must say, I honestly feel very proud of myself over these tiny little sprouts. I mean, look at them, they're so cute, and there was something really satisfying about adding them to my salad after checking on them every single day. I know it's such a small thing, but I really loved it. And I think that that's the part I keep coming back to lately. The food that I make with my own hands, the bread that I keep tweaking until it finally tasted right, and the sprouts growing on my counter. With all of these little things, I'm learning to take better care of myself without making it super complicated. Just feeding myself well, getting outside when the sun finally shows up, and remembering that taking care of myself can actually feel very, very simple.